Hey guys, today I'm going to do a comparison of some of my favorite black bags, and I didn't really prepare this in advance, so let's see how it goes. So I was thinking about some of my favorite and most frequently used bags that I wanted to talk about. I got a new one and I wanted to speak about that and kind of give a comparison, and then I realized they all either have something in common that like links one bag to the next bag, or as I started putting them in order, the last one that I'm going to speak about kind of has elements of all of the previous ones. So I know this is a messy pile, and also I didn't prepare anything as far as what's in the bags. Many of them are currently in use and have various groupings of things in them, so I'll show you, how I use them and what's in them and what can fit in them. I also, because I didn't prepare, I don't have like the details ready to read out, so if there's anything like dimensions or anything, maybe I'll put that on screen. I know people like to hear about that. But the first one, and I've done several videos about these, so I'm not going to go too in depth. The first one I wanted to speak about is my Portland Leather Goods Crossbody tote bag. So I went through a little bit of a journey with this bag because I started ordering from Portland Leather in like 2019 or 2020, and they didn't have like top zippers at the time, they didn't have crossbodies at the time. So anyway, I went through like multiple iterations to get to this one when they finally started making it, which is what I actually want. So it's a like tote bag with shoulder straps, but it also has a non-removable crossbody strap. It is adjustable length, so you have that. And then it also has a top zip. So that's something I prefer in bags. Just, usually I leave them open, but if you're somewhere where you don't want people reaching in your bag, it's nice to have that. The Portland Leather bags are all full grain leather. It's very thick and heavy. I think, if you really used it every day, I think it would really like break in and, kind of weather and soften and become very nice. I just never really used this enough to get to that point. Probably if I had used this every day since I've gotten it, it would probably be like really nicely worn in by now. I haven't had this one since 2019, but I had it like since probably a couple years later, whenever they came out with this particular version. So probably if I used it more frequently, it would be a little better. But what I don't love about it is that it's very heavy and stiff. Also, there's like no pockets in a Portland Leather Goods bag. There's one little flat interior pocket. Actually, is there? Oh, yes. There is one little flat pocket, which is just like a sheet of leather on the side, on the inside. The inside is totally unfinished. It's just like raw leather on the inside. And so it's just kind of difficult for me. As you're about to see, I like staying organized. I like knowing I have little pockets for things. Not that I want there to be a ton of pockets, but like I have a certain way that I keep my bags organized. And actually, I know I did a video about this before, so I'll put up in the little pinned video a link to my video about how I stay organized no matter what purse I'm using. But anyway, that's why I haven't used this one too much. So I like it. I like the idea of it. I like the look of it. But it's also just very big, heavy, stiff, and sort of difficult for me to use. But I do also love, that it is the full grain leather. So keep that aspect in mind, and we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so these are a couple of my favorites, and I'm kind of putting them in the same category, and I'll talk about them together because they're basically like the mommy and baby version of the same bag. But I've used these pretty much nonstop since I've gotten them. Sometimes I'll switch out to another bag, but I always come back to these. And I used to be someone who switched purses all the time. Like, maybe every month or so, I would just fully switch from one bag to another. And ever since I got these, like, I pretty much just use these unless I really have a very specific need for one occasion to switch to something else. So this first one these are both from Fossil, and this is the Jolie hobo bag. Okay, so I forget where I got this. They might have both come from Zulily, at least the next one did. But anyway, this is the Jolie hobo bag. So again, it's black leather. It's not that full grain leather. It's much softer and floppier. Zip top. What I really love about it is that it does have both a shoulder strap as well as a full crossbody strap, and you can remove the crossbody strap if you like, and just use it by the shoulder strap. But I really love, you know, I think I've talked about this here before, but I love bags that give you the option of both, because sometimes you do want to be hands-free and wear a bag crossbody, and then sometimes you just want to be able to like quickly grab it and run. So I like having those options. Interior is pretty much like standard what you find in most bags. So it is lined with fabric, and on one side you have just a zipper pocket, and then on the other side you have two little patch pockets. So again, you know, if you watch my other video you'll see this, but usually I keep my sunglasses in one of these. I keep my phone in one, and then this, because it's the hobo bag, it's pretty deep. It's more of like a square dimensions. But the really cool thing about this bag is, speaking of your phone, it actually has a special little pocket on the outside, and it's sort of hidden right in the seam. It shuts with a magnet, so you can hear that snap. So it does keep shut, but it's a really generously sized pocket. My phone is way all the way in there, and that way you just always know where your phone is, and you know, you don't have to worry about people reaching their hand in here. They'll never know. Now, maybe if they watch this video, they'll know, but they'll never know that there's this little side seam with your phone actually in here. My problem with this one, number one, the bag, again, is very tall and deep, and I am short torsoed person, and I feel like on me this just either hangs so low, it looks humongous, you have to like reach way down deep inside to get things, and also, as much as I love that hidden phone pocket, I sort of have this little panic every time because it is so deep and my phone just goes deep in there, and if I can't just like put my hand on it right away, I'm like, oh no, did I lose my phone? So that always gives me a little bit of a panic, but I do think it's so cool. So anyway, at some point after I bought that Jolie hobo bag, I guess I was doing a search for it or something, but anyway, all my search results kept turning up this smaller bag that was also called Jolie, and I was like, that's definitely not the same bag. So I realized there's two Jolie named bags from Fossil. This is the Jolie crossbody bag. So you can see in comparison, let me hold them up evenly, it's shorter, and it's a little narrower, but it's pretty much like the baby version of the hobo bag. So it has both the shoulder strap and the full removable crossbody strap. It has the hidden secret cell phone compartment. Now, because it's not as big and deep of a bag, the pocket isn't as big and deep, which I like because then it's not lost somewhere in here. It's still like in a reachable little spot, but it has the magnet closure and everything. And then inside, just a little bit different arrangement of pockets. It has a zipper pocket on one side and just one single patch pocket on the other side. So I actually have ended up using this one much more even than the hobo version, just because it's like a little easier for me to carry. I love that, you know, it's just black leather. It looks nice. You can certainly wear it somewhere more, not like dressy, but you can wear it somewhere a little more formal, or it can definitely be a casual bag. But I just really love both of these, but especially this one has really gotten a ton of use ever since I got my hands on it. I don't think these are like current styles. I did actually see at least the hobo version recently on the Fossil website, so I'll see if I can like post links to them if you want to check them out, but I had to kind of hunt around for this one, and also they come in way more different colors and materials and things. I saw a corduroy one recently, which was really cute. So this is probably like my #1 bag right now, and this is probably #2. And the reason why I say that is because of what I, you know, keep in them when I fit in them. So these are probably most frequently I carry these to work. Now I have, for various reasons, I've started carrying other bags to work as well, but these are what I would usually carry to work, just because I can have all, like, my full assortment of stuff in here. So I'm gonna go into the big one because this has like my bigger purse organizer, and just kind of show you what I have in here. But so I do have a purse organizer that has all of my little things on the outside, and then let me grab my other stuff. See, I didn't prepare for this. So then I'll put like my wallet and whatever other, there's a reusable bag, here's a mask, you know, I'll put all of that in here and I can fit it in this bag. And then I realized that the smaller one, actually, I have a smaller purse organizer, and that actually fit in this small bag. So I was able to use this as well. And so then once I had that, I don't stock this with quite as much stuff as my big purse organizer, but I do keep, you know, like my essential daily things in here, and so I can put this in the smaller bag, and that really helps a lot too with, like, because it is a little floppy, you know, it helps it with like structure, and again, just staying organized and kind of knowing everything has its own little pocket. So again, these are probably like my current favorites right now, and have been what really has been preventing me from switching around bags as much as I usually do. So then we come to a summertime favorite, and this is one of those Uniqlo like crossbody sling bags, which is a style that I never really liked before because I have a chest, and I never really liked the way that these looked, you know, over me, but I've ended up really getting into them. I have several now. I have two of these Uniqlo ones, the black, and then I also have I guess a purple one that's kind of the color of this shirt. By the way, I hope that you appreciate that I did not wear a black shirt for this video so that the black bags have a chance to stand out against something. But anyway, I really like this bag. It's super, super lightweight. It's like nylon. It's a little bit padded feeling, maybe, just especially along the like bottom outer edge, but it's just really, really light and thin. Of course, great for traveling. When we took our big train trip last year, this was the bag that I kept my like wallet and cameras and like my very most important things in, so I could just keep it on my body all the time, even if I got up in the train, you know, to go to the bathroom or whatever. This was just on me. So I really like it for that. It's not super, super organized. It does just have two little patch pockets on the inside of one side, but then, you know, because you're wearing it sideways, maybe things might fall out of it and so on. So I do really like it. Let me show you a little bit, I guess, of what can fit in here. So obviously you're not putting a whole full purse organizer, but here, so I would do, you know, a wallet and a phone, and let's see what else, a hand sanitizer, and I think I have some sunglasses, and now it's kind of, you know, it's getting a little loaded up, but this actually can fit a ton of stuff. So, you know, again, for this one, I would probably keep it to times where I'm really just carrying my essentials. But like I said, I mean, when I took this on the train, I had 2 phones, 2 cameras, a wallet, some paperwork, you know, hand sanitizer and lotion and lip balm, all in this bag. And it was perfectly fine. So this actually, like, there's still plenty more room in here. You can really, really load it up. I've seen people put, you know, a whole book, a small water bottle in these. So I really, really like these Uniqlo crossbody bags, but also, you know, it is this kind of nylon-y material. You can't really take it anywhere more formal. I wouldn't really want to take it to work necessarily. And it is sort of disorganized again because you can't really fit a organizer in here, and there's not really a ton of pockets. Things do just sort of get jumbled in here, so that's another reason also to keep it minimal, whatever you're carrying. But so this, for those couple reasons, this isn't like my favorite bag. Definitely love it, and it totally has its place, but I wouldn't, you know, use this for every kind of situation. So final bag, which is the reason I wanted to make this video, because I got this a couple weeks ago now, and I have definitely been using it non-stop since I received it. Maybe a year or 2 ago now, I actually was contacted by this company to do a review of their bags, and they asked me to choose something from their website. I wrote back to them, never heard back. So I just want to put that out there that they had reached out to me a while ago, but this is, they don't know who I am anymore. They never contacted me. This is completely unsponsored. I bought this with my own money. I'm just saying that. But Latico leather, and I hope I'm saying that right. Maybe it's Latico, I don't know. They, I saw an ad for one of their bags on Instagram, and it really caught my eye because it's basically a combination of all of the bags that I just spoke about. It is full grain leather, but it's much softer and more squishable than the Portland leather type. It is a crossbody, kind of sling style crossbody bag. And it has not a hidden secret, but it has a special little side pocket actually on both ends where they advertised that you can put your cell phone. So let me show you how that looks. I will say it's like a little bit more of a challenge to get it into this side pocket than on the Fossil bag little special pocket, especially when it's really full of stuff. But it does just slide in there. You can zip it up, then you know it's always there. You can feel it. It's not getting lost deep in a bag like that big Fossil hobo. But so I really like that your phone has a special little spot, or whatever little thing. What do I have in here? A receipt for some reason. I told you I didn't prepare. But so it's a special little pocket, and you do have one on each end for any little thing that you don't want to lose. Your keys, your glasses, you know, whatever you want to always have close at hand. So anyway, I really love this bag. Now, this obviously is just the plain black again, but they do have this in a ton of different colors and shades of leather. They even have a different black one that's more of like a textured pebbly black, but I preferred this smooth one, and it's not totally smooth. Like, I'm trying to do a comparison. Here's the Portland leather black bag, and this is smooth leather, and the Latico one has a little bit of like texturing on it. Hopefully you can see that. But it is relatively smooth. And then I guess just for one more comparison, here's the Fossil, which is a little bit more of a pebbled leather, if you can see those textures. So the Latico bag actually is huge inside. I feel like it holds a lot more than you realize. So I'll give you a little pocket tour, I guess. On one side inside, you can't see these at all, but on one side there are two small patch pockets, and then on the other side there is a zipper pocket, like a traditional zipper pocket, but it also has this panel in front of it with a couple card slots and a couple pen slots. So I don't really use those. Actually, I still have in here the card that it came with. I don't really use those, but I appreciate that it has all the like traditional inner pockets. When I first got it, I did start using that smaller purse organizer that I'd had in my small Fossil bag, and it fits fine. Like, it fits great, and it's very nice to keep things organized in here. But what I found was once you really start loading it up, it's a little more difficult to use these end pockets. And since that was like one of the main things I wanted this bag for, I stopped using the purse organizer. So I know it fits, I know it can work, but I haven't been using it the last little bit. I've been kind of trying to do more of what I was doing with the Uniqlo sling bag, and kind of keeping it to more of the essentials, and just putting them, not loose, because there are a couple interior pockets, but just letting them be in the bag a little more freely. So another thing I really like about this is because it is the leather, you know, you can wear it. Again, it's not like a really formal bag, but you could certainly wear it somewhere nice. I do carry this one to work, and you do have the option of just wearing it over a shoulder. You could even shorten this strap the whole way short, and I think it would be like a little bit more of a, you know, baguette style kind of shoulder bag. But then I do love having the option to wear it crossbody. And again, you could wear it hanging down really low and be more of a traditional crossbody bag, or you could wear it up a little closer and have it, again, it looks kind of silly if it's overstuffed, but have it be more of like a sling bag style. It does have like a rounded base, so you'll never be able to just, I mean, okay, that's a bad example. It doesn't really sit down flat like on a table, because it doesn't really have a flat base. So it's meant to be up and worn in some way. So I hope you guys found all of those useful. I certainly enjoyed doing the comparison, and I think it's interesting to see the elements that I'm looking for in a bag and how they all sort of come together in the various styles. I think I probably have a discount code for at least one or two of these, so I will put any kind of links or codes in the description. If you want to see some of those other videos about like the things I keep in my bag or how I keep my bags organized, I will have links to those as well. And if there's anything else you want to see or hear from me about bags and purses, I'm looking directly across from me at a closet full of purses. So definitely let me know, and I'm certainly happy to make more purse content. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!